Hello, hello, and welcome to Ley Lines, conscious communication and connection with incredible humans all over the globe that are making beautiful impact for humanity. I am going to step in today and interview myself. It's very awkward to do so. It's much easier to have someone that you can go and ask questions to, but I wanted you to know who I am. I wanted you to know who the creator is of Ley Lines and why I have decided to go down the podcast trail as many others are trailblazing along at the moment. I am a 52-year-old woman who is standing in her power at this time in my life. I am crone. I am the woman that has been through and seen enough in her life to be able to go and create beautiful, conscious decisions and to want to make a change in this world in whatever way it is, whether it is just a ripple, whether it is a tsunami, which I have dreamt about on many occasions, a tsunami. And now I'm starting to relate it to maybe myself. Maybe I am the tsunami that is coming along to go and flow over the countryside. And this is meant with the most love and go and make an impact upon the world. That is what my goal is, to be able to go and serve humanity and make an impact in this world for the short amount of time that I have here. If we look at time from the concepts of some of the great sages, and go and, I don't know, just be me and hopefully show you a more enlightened and beautiful way to live. I I'm going to do me in a nutshell so that you understand where I come from. I am from a lineage of quite powerful and strong women who didn't know that they were. And I am a chain breaker. So we have had through our lineage a a reoccurring a reoccurring theme that has come to me, and I have decided that I will not allow this to go and move on through my daughter. And so I am very proud to say that I have broken the chains of abuse that has been through each cycle of generation back. I don't know how far. And I'm so blessed to have been awake enough to be able to go and stop this chain from reoccurring. I am also a healer. So many will associate with me because they have come to me for healings before, or they are ready to come to me for healings. I am a Reiki master. I am a breathwork facilitator, a sound bath facilitator, a retreat facilitator, a cacao ceremony facilitator. I also work with oracle cards, and I do also have qualifications, or well, what do qualifications mean in this day and age, especially with a healer? But I have trained in integrative energetics, which includes kinesiology, balancing, affirmation work, all sorts of modalities, all combined together to give you the utmost in your healing journey. So there's all the officialities done of who I am. Who am I at the heart of myself? Uh, I am associating myself very much as a medicine woman these days. I have a lineage of three generations back, a great grandmother who was a healer in an indigenous tribe in America, and she married a African American. And so back in those days, it was actually doing a bit of research. It was quite a normal thing for the indigenous Americans to marry the African American culture. And so I have seen some of the pictures of my great great uncles and aunties and how beautiful they were, their beautiful multicultural looks that they had, their beautiful skin, and I I feel so honored that I have this part of my heritage. And then on my father's side, because that was my mother's side, the maternal lineage, I also have Sri Lankan. So I'm a little multicultural mixing pot, which I am so proud of in every single way. And I think this is part of the reason why Ley Lines came to fruition for me. I wanted and have wanted for a very long time to be able to do something like this, but I was not in a space of feeling that I was worthy to do it. And so here I am now standing in my power, and I am really bringing in that Indigenous side of my heritage, knowing that especially with indigenous Americans, they used song and they used smoke as ley lines, and that resonates with me on such a beautiful level. And I wanted that's part of the reason why I called this ley lines, because ley lines are the beautiful connections throughout the earth that in many cases are monumental, uh, highly spiritual places where connection flows through the whole of the earth, no matter which way you think that the earth is, whether it's flat or round, the connections are there. So that's why I've called it ley lines, because to me, as I speak with each person, I am connecting them with another. There is going to be a journey out there that is exactly what you are looking for. That is exactly the story you need to hear at this time, which is exactly what needs to uplift you at this time. Knowing that we are all connected, knowing that we are all one. When we come to this space of knowing this, oh my gosh, life becomes pretty magical. So, besides all of those healing modalities, I do have another love. Of course, I have love of family, very, very important to me. Family and friends are very, very vital to me. And if you are my friend, if you are my family, I am fiercely loyal. I also have a beautiful connection with these. So these are beautiful doTERRA oils, and that's the only oils I use. I journey with these and I take people on journeys with these also. And so you'll be seeing these incorporated in my Ley Lines interviews. I've been told by Spirit that at the start of and this was only just given to me, so we've had three previous podcasts where I have not done this, but I did ask Spirit this morning, what is it that you want from me? And I was shown that I'll be picking an intuitive oil for each and every person that comes on, and we'll be speaking into it. We'll be going and talking into why you're being taken on a journey with this particular oil and why it has come to you. Because for me, these bottles are not just something to go and stick in a diffuser. These bottles hold energy. They are energetic pathways to stories that you need to be shown by spirit. And that's how I work with them when I journey. So, what is my inspiration? I have a few. My family is my inspiration. Spirit is my inspiration. That guy up there is my inspiration. In 2021, he passed away, August 14th, and gave me a beautiful gift. And that gift was the gift of opening up even more the passageways to me being able to help people to heal in whatever way that they needed it. And so I guess this is why I have a few modalities under my belt. It wasn't an intentional thing, but I wanted to be able to be relatable to people from all different angles. Perhaps it is that you need sound. Perhaps it is that you need Reiki. Perhaps it is that you need to connect to your loved ones through cards or through intuitive work that I do. Whatever way it is that I can be of service, this is why I have these modalities behind me. This is a question I want to ask everybody that comes onto Ley Lines. What are your five non negotiables? So, my five non negotiables are unconditional love, connection to family, to community, freedom is such an important one for me. And I have definitely made choices over the last, I'd say, 4.5, 5 years that have created a certain type of freedom for myself. What else would there be? Two more non-negotiables for me. Being non-judgmental. And although the human slips in, and I am so human at times, I always come back to myself again. I always come back into my heart. And I can see when I've slipped. I can see when I've gone and pointed the finger and been in that state of being judgmental. So this is very much a non-negotiable for me, to be as non-judgmental as I can, especially working with people day in, day out. And some of their stories can be quite huge. I am left with stories that people would never ever tell anybody. And so I need to be in a state of being able to totally not judge them for whatever it is that is going on in their life, unless it's something which is actually murder, I guess. Then it wouldn't be judgment. It would be me being safe with for other people. Um, and my last non-negotiable would be, hmm, I had them all coming off the top of my tongue before. Being myself. And that's funny because a friend of mine said to me today, when you do your podcast, because she does podcasts herself, don't be too judgmental of yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously. And yeah, I want to be as hashtag authentic as I possibly can, uh, and be myself. Be myself with the people that I speak with, and be myself when I'm talking to you as well. So, yeah, that's my five non negotiables. Besides that, I am just here to live the most spectacular life I can possibly live. I have a backstory which maybe we'll go into in another episode. But for now, I just wanted you to know that this is me. This is me, rough and raw. This is me every day. Um, you may see me sometimes and I'll be as rough and raw as I can possibly be with no makeup on, no hair done, etc. This is like the first time I've done my hair in 6 days. Um, but whoever you get will be me in every moment. I feel totally blessed that I've been given the inspiration through a friend of mine, Tracy McMahon, who said, let's do a podcast together. And I went and started to gather incredible people to speak to, and then rang her and said, okay, I've got people. We're doing our first one on Monday. And she said, oh, sorry, mate. Actually, no, this is for you. You are doing this. And she stepped aside and allowed me to then take the reins. And I felt like there was no way I couldn't. I had to go through with this and to really, really recognize and acknowledge my self worth. And so here I am, and here is going to be a place that is safe for all to come and speak their truth, and for you to come and sit and listen to people's truth and allow it to resonate with you however you want it to. So I am so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for anyone who wants to pop onto this channel and have a look at these exceptional people that are doing beautiful things for humanity. Remember to subscribe down below and just place a like so that we can go and get this algorithm going and get these messages out that these people have got to tell the world.